Good Friday evening to you, everyone. I'm Ryan the Wine Guy, and this is the Wine Review. I will be doing a wine tonight from Chile, a Malbec from Chile, actually, vintage 2015. The name of the wine is going to be Casillero del Diablo, and I will show you all what the bottle looks like. 2015 from Chile. The wine in its glass, as you can see. A nice coloring to it. A little, kind of got that dark purplish going there, almost a nice red. Let's read the winemaker's note. A robust Malbec with intense dark fruits, black pepper, and vanilla. Full-bodied, fresh, and fruity, it has a long, mouth-watering finish. Food match. Great with grilled meats and roasted vegetables. So, as you know, I always start off by sniffing the wine for a bit, telling you what I smell before moving on to the taste. How's it going, my friend? Before I go on to the taste, and I tell you what I'm tasting, and of course my final review followed by a follow-up sniff and taste if anything has changed since it's been airing out. So here we go with the smelling part. So right off the bat, I'm getting a little bit of cherry. I do get that pepper taste, pepper smell to it. A laid back vanilla in there. I'm also getting other berries as raspberries, a little bit of plum, but it's more cherries and raspberries that I'm smelling. Maybe even a little bit of blackberry. But the thing that I find most important is that it is the pepper, the pepper spice that is really sticking out and that's really standing out at first. All right, on to the taste. So it goes down very smooth and very easily. It starts off a little on the tart end, but now it's kind of having this pepper thing to it. So unlike the Malbec that I said yesterday, which was from Argentina, which kind of started off with a pepper kick and then sort of became a little tart at the end. This kind of starts off a little tarty, slowly progresses into the pepper. Got a little bit of fruit in there, maybe raspberries, slight cherry in there, a hint of vanilla as you get on the nose. And that sort of pepper taste is slightly a little bit bitter now, so it goes like tart to pepper to bitter. And I'm almost honestly, it's now the full sip that I just took is now practically gone. That's not something I'm thrilled with when it comes to wines. I usually like there to still be the flavoring going on, and so that way, sip after sip after sip, I can keep up the flavoring so the flavoring doesn't go away. This to me now, that quickly after one sip, the flavor has gone. Definitely a dry finish. I would say, all in all, I would rate this one an even 3. Um, that's being nice. I mean, I don't quite want to say 2.5 out of 5 because it's not a terrible wine. It's definitely a wine that's enjoyable. It's relaxing, but it's not a great wine. It's not. It's satisfactory. I mean, I'm happy that you get that tartness right at the very start, which leads to a kind of um, peppery aftertaste, and then a long dry. Well, not really a long, but a dry finish. But I mean, the taste is now relatively gone, practically right now. I have to have another sip to sort of keep the flavor going. So that's something that I always look forward in a wine, as I said. Now, maybe because this is a wine, Malbec from Chile, maybe that could have something to do with it. Most particular Malbecs do well from Argentina. I know Chile is starting to sort of get on board a little doing them, but I think that it's missing something. It's not, it doesn't have that sort of, wow, this is an outstanding wine. I just want to have sip after sip. I mean, I do want to have sip after sip so I can keep the flavoring going, but it's not a wine that I would just say, oh, okay, yes, here, try it. Like I said, 3 out of 5. Would I recommend it? Sure. If you see it in the store, why not give it a try if you just want to have a nice, relaxing evening? But it's nothing special. You can probably find it for around, I have it here, maybe around $9 to $10. Some places might be more, some places might be less. If you can get a good deal on it, probably around 8. But I'll do my second go around, show you all the bottle one time, and do any last notes that I may come across. So again, Casillero del Diablo Malbec from Chile, 2015. One last round just to see if anything is maybe opened up. Still getting that easy pepper on the nose, slight vanilla. I think there's some dark berry that's now sort of popping out now. So some like blackberry now, some plum. I would even say some like dark cherry, like a dark black cherry in there. I did say raspberry before, but I may be confusing that now with the dark black cherry, which is what I think. I mean, I do get a slight raspberry in there, but that's just me, as I've said in my previous reviews. Everyone's nose is different, so we may all smell something different than other people. As I said, goes down very easy. Slight tartness at the beginning. Not an overpowering, like, whoa, like the Merlot from Oyster Bay that I did last week. But just a slight tartness at the start, which leads to a somewhat peppery and bitter taste afterwards. But it's a quick, dry finish. As I said, enjoyable with a meal, I would definitely say. This is more of a mealtime wine, or just a wine for relaxing in the evening. You're not necessarily caring what it tastes like per se. I mean, to a point, you don't want to have something that doesn't taste good, but you don't care that it goes away, that it doesn't leave your mouth tingling with just this long aftertaste. It dissipates. Again, I just had that one sip, it's completely gone. So, a little disappointing, but not something I wouldn't say don't try if you see it. I would say give it a try, but dead even 3 for me. They have others out there, this company, that I may give a try, because they have their own certain grape. I'm not sure how to pronounce it at the moment, but when I find it, I'll do a review on that. They have their own certain grape that's specifically for Chile, which I feel that one might be better suited towards the wine that they try to make. So, with that, everything pretty much as I said, nice nose, somewhat good taste. Like I said, nothing great, but it is definitely something I would not myself buy again, but it would be something that I would say, if you see it, go ahead. And one last look at the wine in the glass so you can all see. I must say I do like the coloring. It doesn't look dense at all. It looks pretty heavy. It's sort of like that dark purple, sort of turning into like this reddish. So, coloring is kind of one thing I say that helps improve it to a 3. Along that it actually does taste like a true good Malbec at the start. Not so much as a long finish, very short. But, you can't love them all. Anyway, it's been great reviewing this wine with you all. I look forward to doing it again in the next few days. And here pretty soon, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I will break out my first white wine. Yes, I know I'm a little in the year for it, but I feel it's important to also do some white wines periodically in these reviews, and I want to get through the wines I currently have. So be on the lookout in the next 2 or 3 weeks for a white wine, and be on the lookout for another review coming out in the next 2 or 3 days. I'm Ryan the Wine Guy. Cheers.